What's up, everybody?
What is good?
My name is Riley.
And I am Danny.
We are Music Mayhem with R&D. We have been spending the majority of our evening reacting to the new Five Finger Death Punch album that just got released tonight. I think we're on the home stretch, if you will.
Yeah.
I feel like our fucking water is boiling over. That's awesome. But whatever. The next song that we are going to be doing is called Leave It All Behind. We just got done with probably the first song off of this album that we really didn't care for. But nevertheless, it's actually been much better than the last album that we reacted to from these guys. So that's a bonus. As always, we will pause intermittently through our video just to give you a little bit of our honest reaction as we go.
Yep.
But I don't know. There's really much more to say. Let's get into this a little bit.
Yep.
I like that.
Oh, yes. There we go. This is fine.
All right, let's have it for a sec.
Yeah. It's a short song.
Yeah, 3.5 months. Let me ask you first. How do you feel about it?
I like the way that the song is constructed instrumentally.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I really do. There's no stagnant pace.
Yeah.
There's nothing that lasts too long to where it's like, okay, come on, give me something different.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I actually really like this, but once again, comes down to the lyrics. This is just feeding into the rhetoric.
Yeah. I really like the instrumentals. I will say that, and maybe this is just me having to dig into the lyrics a little bit more. I feel like the way that it is sung, at least on the verse standpoint, it's lackluster. I think once you get it to where he raises his voice a little bit and gets into the chorus a little bit, it gets better. But this is one of those songs where, for me, it's strictly what I'm hearing musically. Like, how is it being played? This is one of those where I could almost go without Ivan necessarily being there. As much as I like hearing his voice, there are certain points that there's shining moments of his voice in it, but overall, I'm just like, ramp it up a little bit more for me. But the music is good for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
we got about a minute left.
Okay. Those lyrics kind of confuse me as well, a little bit. Like, if you threw away the tourniquet, but you put yourself in front of it, what does that mean? A tourniquet is essentially something that keeps you from bleeding out or keeps you from dying. So if you're throwing the tourniquet away, but you put yourself in front of it, like I just don't understand where
maybe your
what
own,
that means.
Maybe your own personal will is going to
save you.
I mean, listen, there's been many times in my life where there's nothing that was able to go ahead and get me through whatever it is that I've been going through other than myself.
But I mean, maybe it's just the verbiage, or maybe it's just the wording. It's just like, okay, you think about a tourniquet. The tourniquet is like almost your last case scenario to save yourself before bleeding out. So you're going to get rid of something that's essentially supposed to save you. Okay, almost digressing on that. Is it one of those where you're almost trying to put yourself in a position to where, like, okay, you're getting rid of the tourniquet, so you're not saving that, but you're almost putting yourself in a position to where you're no longer needing the tourniquet, or you're trying to get ahead of the tourniquet, or like to where you're helping yourself before you need something else to save you.
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
It's just a weird way to
I think it's a metaphor for you are able to
save yourself.
The strongest possible thing that you can do to save yourself is use yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily need something or somebody.
I guess that's fair.
You can do it on your own.
I guess that's fair.
You know, and that kind of plays into this whole recovery, addiction, and all that. The only way that you are going to be able to save, the only way you're going to get better is if you want to do it on your own.
Sure.
That is the only way.
Right.
If
you don't want to get better, then you're not going to.
You're not going to.
If you want to get better, it's not by somebody else telling you need to get better. It's on you.
That's right. And if you decide to go ahead and break that little spell and say, okay, I'm going to do this for this person, it's never going to work.
Right.
Because you're not doing it for you.
Right. All right, let's finish it up.
Yeah. All right. So That was the end of that. So this was Music Mayhem with D.
This is a filet
and
fish.
Nonetheless, all right. So that was
Shut up.
Sandwich.
Thank you.
That was a Wendy's commercial, and was it Wendy's? Was
it
Arby's? I saw chicken, so I don't think that.
Fish.
I certainly don't think of fish then. I certainly don't think of fish.
Any hooter.
Nonetheless. So that was Leave It All Behind.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind that. I thought musically it was fantastic. I think there was. I think the lyrics had a little bit more to be desired.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But nonetheless, if you kind of go ahead and dig into them a little bit, it's going to play into the rhetoric of what this album is.
Sure.
It's a recovery album.
Yeah.
It's a self-help album.
Well, and as much as I didn't necessarily care for this one over the other ones that we've heard, this is a much better album. It's a much better album overall,
absolutely,
than the last one.
Absolutely.
For me, I'm still going to give this song maybe just the slide up. I'm not good. I don't know that I can go 75.
No,
I couldn't go all the way either.
No, and I would do the same.
I'll go
75. I would do the same thing. Yeah, because this is certainly not one of the better songs that we've heard.
Yeah.
But this is a listen. I can listen to the song again. If we've been saying it. If it comes on, I'm not turning it off.
But we're not certain. We're not actively searching for it.
That's right. But nonetheless, that was Leave It All Behind. We will be back with another song here in a few minutes. We're going to try to get through this album because we do need to get up early.
Yeah, I'm tired as
fuck. Thank you very much for you guys being here around. Drop comments, like, subscribe.
I'm Riley.
Hit that bell. I'm Danny.
We're the fuck out of here.
That's right.
I'm getting the fuck.